Hello and welcome to everybody's favorite game, Roll for Soup, a game where I let these dice and statistical probabilities decide my lunch. As always, we're inspired by Roll for Sandwich. You can find it here at Adventures in Ardia. It is episode 23. Let's go! Speaking of dice, let's see what kind of dice we're working with today. Here are our dice. They are metal cast blood splattered dice. Now your first thought is going to be, these are a necromancer's dice. And I tell you, no necromancer that would leave blood splattered on these dice would ever get a patron. These are obviously the dice of a barbarian or possibly a tiefling. Maybe both. Let's roll. We are starting our roll as always for our super base. And that is a 4. That is our roasted tomato soup. So here's our roasted tomato soup. This is a new soup I just made. It doesn't have the freshness of our garden tomato soup, but it does have a smoky char to it and a lot of the salty, wintry flavor that you would associate with a good tomato soup. Now we're going to add some fat because there's nothing wrong with that. And here we have a 2. That is Violife Colby Jack. Solid choice, should go well with the soup. Here's our Violife Colby Jack. This is a creamy, melty cheese. It's the kind that I would use on a grilled cheese if I were making one, so we're in a good place. Next we are rolling for our protein. Where's the beef? Not on the list. But today we did pull a poached egg, one of my favorites, number 8. So here's our poached egg. It is creamy, the yolk is runny. We're just going to plop that right in the middle and a little salt on top and we'll be ready for our next roll. Now we're going to get fresh over here and roll for our fresh element. And we have a 4, lemon juice. So to add our lemon juice, we're just going to use this lemon wedge. This is just going to add a little brightness, not a lot of flavor. A little hit of acid never hurt anything. Let's do our next roll. All right, let's see how spicy a meatball we're going to get. Well, didn't lose that one. Let's see what we got here. And that is a 3, pumpkin pie spice. Interesting. So here's my pumpkin pie spice and I'm going to put it on the soup. Yep, there it is on the soup. Nothing else to see here, kids. Let's roll again. All right. Every day we are waffling. Let's see what kind of waffle we are doing today. And that is a 1, herb waffle. So here's our hot and oiled waffle iron with a D20th. We're putting our herb batter in there. This is just basic pancake mix with herb batter. We close it, and by the magic of cinema, we open it, and voila, there's a golden brown herb waffle. Let's eat. All right, guys, moment of truth. I have high hopes for the soup today. Most of the elements in here are very wintry. The egg is rich, the cheese is creamy, the tomato soup is very classic winter. The pumpkin pie spice I'm a little worried about, but that's about it. Let's try it. It's actually very good. Pumpkin pie spice adds a lot of depth of flavor, but doesn't really stand out on its own. Let's try it with the waffle. All right. And the waffle, it's still good. The herbs of the waffle go well with the tomato. I'm very pleasantly surprised by our soup today. It is creamy and warm and everything you would want on a cold winter day. It's kind of like a deconstructed grilled cheese in this sandwich. That was very pleasant. I'm giving it 2 thumbs up. We're going to give it an 8.5 and call it a winter wonderland. All right, guys, that is all the time we have today. As always, I want to say thank you for watching. I love